Let's get going. Hour number 2 is here, and we have a very special hour ahead for you. As most of you know, heart attacks and heart disease in America are absolutely ruthless in the numbers of people those two things either kill or whose lives they destroy. But there is an incredible gift that was left to us all. Dr. Linus Pauling, a genius of his time and probably of all time, discovered that there is a way to stop and reverse heart disease in humans. And it's so easy, it's ridiculous. We've been trying to tell you about this for some time, and Dr. Owen Fonorow is with us tonight. He, of course...
Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure. His organization is the Vitamin C Foundation, and the web address is vitamincfoundation.org. These products are, again, so simple, Dr. Fonorow, but so crucial. It just amazes me. It's not just heart issues that your protocols, Dr. Pauling's discovery, will address. I mean, this is an amazing, truly remarkable breakthrough in the understanding of basic human health and wellness.
Yes, it is. And I'm assuming that we're going to have these other guests on.
We are.
Subject of the book that have actually experienced this. In the case of Carol Smith, she's experienced the recovery and the relapse at least 3 different occasions, and I'm hoping to listen to her and their stories.
No, we
are totally remarkable.
We need to bring our listeners who missed your first visit,
okay,
and who haven't explored this issue as they should, up to speed. So let's tell them a little bit about what Dr. Pauling discovered and why you're involved with it.
Right. Well, the basic theory people need to understand is that most of the animal species produce their own vitamin C. They do it 24/7, produced in the liver, adjusted for body weight of about 10 grams.
Mm-hmm.
So humans are one of the few species, gorillas, guinea pigs, that cannot make vitamin C, and we suffer many more diseases, including cardiovascular disease. And what Pauling and his associates determined, and there's 70 years of science that led up to this, is that the body, the species that make vitamin C, they can keep the arteries strong. And basically because it's required to produce collagen, the number 1 protein in the body. But when we have evolved so that we, in the absence of vitamin C and then the collagen, the arteries start to weaken, and the body has evolved this plaster-like cast of producing cholesterol deposits that strengthen the arteries. And it works, and most people as they age who are not taking vitamin C will get these deposits.
Mm-hmm.
However, the arteries aren't as elastic, so heart attack, if a blockage or something happens, they can't dilate, and we have what's called an infarction, cutting off blood flow. So the idea is that what we call heart disease is nature's attempt to overcome the fact that we can no longer produce vitamin C due to a genetic defect. And that's the basic theory. And then he, based on what science has discovered of what makes this particular plaster cast form, it's called a lysine binding site.
Mm-hmm.
That in addition to taking vitamin C, the second major component is the amino acid lysine, like vitamin C, completely non-toxic. You can't kill a laboratory animal, and the basic dosage, though, is quite high, and so it becomes kind of hard. It becomes very hard to take this as pills. So, and that we can discuss that at any time you want as far as some of these fine products that completely avoid pills and have had just phenomenal success.
Well, I take them every day, and I just pop them in my nutrition drink. It's all powdered, and it's so simple. The issue of collagen and arterial composition is fascinating to me, because the entire body, of course, is a basic collagen warehouse. It should be if it's in good health.
Right.
But when we don't get the vitamin C, we diminish the amount of collagen that is accessible to the body, not just in the arteries and circulatory system, but all over.
That's right. You see people with wrinkles and everything else when they're not getting vitamin C.
That's my point. You don't have to have collagen injections. You need to give your body vitamin C, because the body is apparently always capable of producing it, isn't it? We don't lose our ability to do so.
Not to my knowledge. I mean, one of the things that Pauling pointed out in his early book was that it takes 1 molecule of vitamin C is used up for every molecule of collagen that is produced.
Wow. All right. Now, I've seen people who also bruise easily, for example. And that's said to be a collagen issue as well.
Definitely an indicator, a strong indicator that the person is not getting sufficient vitamin C if you see bruising, because it means that blood vessels are breaking.
And they're breaking because?
Well, they're weak. They have become weak. And so somebody who suffered some kind of trauma, if you have sufficient vitamin C, you've got strong arteries, you will not bruise.
Uh-huh.
But if you have weakened arteries, they will break.
That's a very important indicator for people.
That is.
We don't understand as a society how much vitamin C we really need each day.
That's correct.
And this is important. Some people say, "Well, I'd take 250 milligrams a day or 500 milligrams a day. That's I take it in the morning."
That probably puts them in the 90th percentile, though. I mean, that's that most people get much less than that. They're lucky to get the RDA, and that's why heart disease is so prevalent.
Why do we not know? How much do we need a day? Who's keeping this information from us as if I didn't know? But how much do we need a day, Dr. Fonorow?
Well, there's different opinions. Linus Pauling has written in his 1986 book, he recommended 6 grams, 6,000 to 18,000 milligrams a day, and he himself took 18,000 milligrams a day.
Okay.
The world's leading expert today, Dr. Thomas Levy, MD, JD, world's expert in vitamin C, recommends 6,000 to 12,000 milligrams of vitamin C a day. Our foundation thinks the RDA should be 3,000 milligrams, that every human being should be taking at least 3 grams. We recommend 1 gram with each meal.
Okay.
That's the minimum.
Mm-hmm. And it's very easy to do. When I began to do this, I did notice a difference. It was subtle. I can't tell you. I can't quantify it easily. But you feel better with vitamin C. I don't know. You're the doctor, but there's something going on here that's at the benchmark level of overall wellness.
Your feeling of well-being increases for many, many reasons. And you had no idea before that your body was operating in a short supply.
You don't know.
That like you're being in a desert and having to conserve water, your body was in a vitamin C conservation mode. And so by taking it there's all sorts of systems and things that start to take place. And in many cases, if people start too fast, these systems can use up what the vitamin C you're taking, expecting that you're taking a lot, and people can get what they call rebound effect or colds by starting too fast. But you in general feel much better. Everybody can find that out for themselves. They don't have to, everybody's different, but they can experience this for themselves.
Your Vitamin C Foundation has the best quality vitamin C I've ever come across. Is there good quality and bad quality vitamin C out there? I mean, I know it ranges a little bit. I don't know enough to say
that there's bad quality. I just wanted, if we were going to put our name on it, I wanted it to be the best in the world.
Well, it is. Yeah.
It's made in Europe. It's made by the finest company, and it's as pure as you can get, and we're very, very proud of our C. That doesn't mean there's not excellent other sources, but unfortunately, the majority of those sources are where the Olympics are going on. And I just don't have a very strong faith that they can keep it as high quality as it should be.
Well, they found lead in the Olympic gold medals, so God only knows what they'd put in vitamin C. But
I know.
yes,
I don't want to despair, because I think if people take vitamin C from any source, they're going to improve their health. There's no question about that.
Concur. All right. And so the Vitamin C Foundation recommends 3 grams a day or 3,000 milligrams a day.
That's what we think the RDA, the recommended daily allowance to keep people healthy and from ever getting heart disease, ought to be, instead of the 60 milligrams, which is,
60 milligrams. That's an insult.
It keeps people from dying outright in 2 months from scurvy. It does not prevent people from getting this gradual hardening of the arteries.
And scurvy
3 grams might. 10 grams, for 90% of the population will.
And scurvy is simply another word for a deficiency of vitamin C.
Yeah, that's what they named the killing disease. It used to kill the sailors who didn't have access to vitamin C until they discovered that limes would prevent it.
Right.
But yeah, the scurvy is the name of the vitamin C deficiency disease, and we consider cardiovascular disease to be, or Pauling considered it, a chronic, slow form of scurvy.
Interesting. All right. Now,